Hello everybody and welcome to another review. Today we're taking a look at something a little bit different. In today's video we're taking a look at the Smallrig BMPCC6K Pro 3270. Really need to kind of abbreviate that name. It's the Blackmagic 6K Pro. It's the small rig cage. It's just come through. If you've been following my channel, you know that I've sold off a few of my Transformers to fund my camera habit, and I bought myself a Blackmagic 6K Pro along with a few accessories. We've got the cage, we've got a small adapter as well, which allows us to thread our cables in. I've got another little piece here. This is the hard drive holder. I've also got a Samsung hard drive as well. So let's just unsleeve this. This is just sealed on there. And on there we go. This can just open up. Oh, there we go. I assume that if you buy the bigger sets of this, you get all of these filled in with stuff as well, like the handles. I just literally bought the cage. That's all I really needed. So let's get the box out of the way. And let's just take a look at the cage itself. You have to excuse the rustic table that we're using here. It's our dining room table and we're in the process of shabby chiking it. So it's looking a little bit rustic, isn't it? But we've got 2 bolts on the bottom, which is exactly what we want for the Blackmagic. And this cage itself comes with a small Allen key. And if you see here, we've got this Allen key here and here. And same on the underside as well. We can basically turn it into a half cage, or you can have just like the top panel and this section here, which should, in theory, allow us to be able to put that on the Blackmagic and then disengage this section here and basically put the extended battery grip on the base as well. I don't have the battery grip myself, but that should, in theory, be what we're able to do. So I'm going to grab my Blackmagic and we're going to see just how easy this is to install. Right, there is the Blackmagic, and as you can see, the idea is for it to kind of slot in. So I imagine it is literally just sliding this in. There we go, and these should, he says, line up on that base plate. So glad there's 2 of them. That's on there like so. We've got the tab on the top here that we can place that in. We've got this panel here on the side. This can flip up like so, and as you can see, that's where we've got the power outlet and the USB. This is where this then comes into play. You slide these in to the retaining holes, and this basically secures your cables and stops anything getting damaged. We actually get a built-in slot with this cage, and then this is designed to come in and just protect the hard drive at the rear as well. So let's get the hard drive out. I opted to go for the Samsung T5 SSD just because of the price. I was looking at some of the new compact flash drives and they're so expensive, and if you're shooting in 6K, then I mean that storage soon goes. I think it was about £400, I think, for a kind of normal size, whereas this was on Amazon for, I believe it was 110. Slide this on first, plug your lead in, and then bring this down, sliding that on and securing that nicely into position. This then should, he says, come in. Right, the bottom here, there's a little Allen key here. You're meant to push that in, and this will tighten around the SSD. This here, I've just Googled it, and it's for the HDMI and the C battery, but it should protect the power as well, because you've got that in amongst this cage, which is awesome. It's all kind of there. It's just a matter of placing everything in together. You do get an additional screw with this in case you decided to want to mount it on top. So you can thread it through this small hole here, and that would peg in to the likes of one of these holes on top. But it does exactly what it needs to. I'm really looking forward to getting the rest of the kit. I mean, I've got a small plate to be getting on with. Really, some of you may be able to tell me here, can I mount a V-mount battery using one of the D-taps and do a D-tap to Blackmagic kind of lead and just plug that directly in? Or do I need one of those V-lock power bases like the Tilter, or I think Smallrig may have done one. I'm just not sure whether I'd be able to mount that, kind of use this and just have that plugged directly into it, or whether I'm going to need some sort of current converter, because I think it's obviously it's a 12 volt in. If I plug that in, and then it won't matter, I can probably then hop swap the battery if needed during a shoot as well. But yeah, the rig does exactly what it needs to. The cage is nice. Really looking forward to building this up. I'll start putting videos as and when I start filming with this up on my very new channel called Ben on Film. I'll include a link to that in the description afterwards. It's very amateurish stuff. It's stuff we're doing at university at the moment, but feel free to check it out nonetheless. I'll try and get this rig all set up, and as and when we start shooting with it, I'll show you exactly how it's going and how easy it is to use. Thank you all for taking time out of your busy lives to watch this content. Include a link in the description below where this can be purchased. I got this from Pro AV. Really nice team over there, very helpful, really good customer service, and constantly keeping me in the loop. And until next time, for myself and the rest of the Collectables household, thank you all for watching. Goodbye.